start this talk with a clinical vignette. Okay, a 52-year-old woman comes to the office due to fatigue. Okay, and she says, I had a mild cold and congestion about 2 weeks ago. Mild cold and congestion 2 weeks ago. Okay, that improved by itself after a few days. So it improved by itself after a few days. Okay, but since then I have felt more tired than usual. But since 2 weeks she has felt more fatigue than usual, and I am also urinating less than before. So less urination. Okay, and have nausea and loss of appetite. So she has these complaints since that cold, and she has no cough, dyspnea, abdominal pain, diarrhea, dysuria or hematuria, and she has history of obesity, hyperlipidemia, type 2 diabetes mellitus, and her medications include atorvastatin, metformin, and lisinopril was initiated 6 months ago due to microalbuminuria. She had microalbuminuria due to diabetes, that's why lisinopril was initiated 6 months ago. Okay, and she has also taken omeprazole daily for the past month due to dyspepsia. So for past month she is taking omeprazole, okay, for dyspepsia, and on examination her vitals are stable. Okay, and BMI is 31.6. okay, and there is no extremity edema or jugular venous distension, and abdominal examination is non-distended, soft, non-tender. Okay, and we sent her blood to laboratory and the result were as follows. So complete blood count was normal. Okay, and serum chemistry revealed BUN 40, creatinine was 2.4. okay, and glucose was 140, and we had also sent urine. So urine analysis revealed protein trace amount, and WBC was 10 to 15 per high power field, and RBC was 1 to 2 per high power field, and there were WBC casts as well in urine. Okay, and 6 months ago her creatinine was 0.8. okay, when she had come 6 months ago for follow-up, and at that time we initiated lisinopril. At that time her creatinine was 0.8, but now her creatinine has raised. Okay, and we also did renal ultrasonography. It revealed no abnormality. In renal ultrasonography there was no abnormality. So what is the cause of this patient's current condition? So ACE inhibitor induced renal dysfunction. 2, drug induced interstitial nephritis. Or 3, post streptococcal glomerulonephritis. So what do you think is the cause of her present condition? So she is having symptoms of uremia like fatigue, loss of appetite, no? Here I have written fatigue and loss of appetite, nausea, and decreased urination. I told you she had decreased urination as well. She complained of that, and her creatinine is worsening, consistent with kidney injury. So her symptoms began in the last few days with normal renal function 6 months prior. Therefore, she has undergone relatively acute decline in renal function, and she was introduced to multiple new medications, had a recent infection, all of which caused renal failure. However, her urine analysis is remarkable for pyuria, WBC cast, and trace protein. And this constellation of data is consistent with acute interstitial nephritis, which likely began after the introduction of omeprazole. So, acute interstitial nephritis is a common cause of renal dysfunction, and in this condition we can see pyuria and WBC casts, and there may be mild proteinuria and hematuria as well on urine analysis, and eosinophilia and eosinophiliuria are often present but are neither sensitive nor specific in diagnosing acute interstitial nephritis. So we can say eosinophilia and eosinophiliuria. Eosinophiliuria can also be seen in acute interstitial nephritis. Okay, but these are not sensitive nor specific for diagnosis of acute interstitial nephritis. And the patient may also have rash and fever in this condition in acute interstitial nephritis. Okay, so this is not only caused by drugs, but there are other causes like infections, like Legionella infections. Okay, and there are many drugs like proton pump inhibitor, NSAIDs, diuretics, okay, and others. So when we encounter this situation, we should promptly discontinue the offending medications, and if the syndrome persists after drug discontinuation, then glucocorticoids can be used. Okay, so why this is not a case of ACE inhibitor induced renal dysfunction? So ACE inhibitors commonly cause increase in serum creatinine in the first 4 weeks. In the first 4 weeks after initiation of ACE inhibitors. However, they typically causes less than 30% change in serum creatinine. Okay, but here creatinine has even risen multiple folds. It was 0.8 and 2.4, so about 2 times or even 3 times, about 3 times it has raised. So but in due to if it is due to ACE inhibitor induced renal dysfunction, then there is less than 30% change in serum creatinine. And another thing is that urine analysis would not reveal inflammatory cast or WBC elevated count. Okay, and in PSGN, nephritic syndrome with hematuria, erythrocyte cast, and proteinuria occurs after infection. Okay, so acute interstitial nephritis is characterized by inflammatory infiltrate within the glomerulus, causing WBC casts, pyuria, mild hematuria, and proteinuria. It is frequently caused by medications including NSAIDs, proton pump inhibitors, penicillins, and diuretics. Okay.